In the early hours of November 13, 2022, 4 college students were brutally killed inside an off-campus home in Moscow, Idaho. No witnesses, no immediate suspect, no murder weapon recovered. But what investigators didn't have in eyewitnesses, they may have found in something far more powerful. Digital footprints, tiny fragments of data, left behind in silence, waiting to be discovered. The killings shocked the United States, a quiet college town, suddenly at the center of a nationwide investigation. 4 young lives lost, and a question that gripped millions. Who did this? And how could they vanish without a trace? Over the next several weeks, investigators would begin assembling a case, not from eyewitnesses, but from technology. According to investigators, the victims returned home late on the night of November 12th. The residence, located near the University of Idaho campus, was shared by multiple roommates. By early morning, on November 13th, something had gone terribly wrong. Police later confirmed that Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogen, Zana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin were found dead inside the home. Authorities have stated the victims were killed with a knife. 2 other roommates survived. According to police reports, the scene showed no signs of forced entry. The timeline remains partially reconstructed through digital evidence and witness accounts, but many exact moments of that night remain unknown. They were more than names in headlines. Kaylee Goncalves, known for her energy and close friendships. Madison Mogen, described as kind, loyal, and deeply loved. Zana Kernodle, vibrant, driven, and full of life. Ethan Chapin, a triplet, a student, remembered for his humor and warmth. 4 lives, 4 futures cut short. In the days following the murders, law enforcement faced mounting pressure. The case quickly drew national attention. Local police were joined by state authorities and the FBI. Investigators processed the crime scene, collected physical evidence, and began analyzing every possible lead. But early on, there was no named suspect, no clear motive. Then, the focus shifted to data. According to court documents, a key breakthrough came from DNA evidence. Investigators reportedly recovered genetic material from a knife sheath found at the scene. That DNA, authorities claim, became central to identifying a potential suspect. Using investigative genealogy techniques, a method that compares DNA profiles across databases, law enforcement narrowed their focus. At the same time, cell phone data told another story. According to prosecutors, records indicated a phone associated with a suspect had been in the vicinity of the victim's home multiple times before the murders. On the night itself, court filings alleged the phone was turned off or went silent during a critical window, then reappeared afterward. And there was more. Surveillance footage. Investigators tracked a white sedan, captured on multiple cameras, moving through the area. Authorities later identified the vehicle as a Hyundai Elantra. Together, DNA, phone data, and vehicle tracking began forming a digital trail. In December 2022, authorities arrested Bryan Kohberger. At the time, he was a graduate student studying criminology. According to public records, he had been enrolled at Washington State University. Investigators allege that Kohberger's DNA matched evidence recovered from the crime scene. He was taken into custody in Pennsylvania and later extradited to Idaho. Kohberger was charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary. He has maintained his legal right to a presumption of innocence. At the time of reporting, the case remains part of an ongoing legal process. Since 2023, the case has moved through complex pre-trial proceedings. Prosecutors have outlined a case built heavily on digital and forensic evidence. They claim DNA links the suspect to the scene. Cell phone data places him near the residence. Vehicle tracking supports movement patterns consistent with the timeline. The defense, however, has challenged aspects of the evidence. According to defense filings, Questions have been raised regarding the interpretation of cell phone data, the handling and context of DNA evidence, the overall timeline presented by prosecutors. As of 2026, court proceedings are ongoing. No final verdict has been reached. The case sparked intense public interest, online discussions, true crime communities, and national media coverage exploded. For many, it became a symbol of modern investigations, where technology plays a central role. But it also raised concerns. How much of our lives are traceable? What do our devices reveal, even when we think they don't? And where is the line between solving crimes and protecting privacy? The Idaho case may not just be about one suspect. It may be about a future where data never forgets. 4 lives lost, a community forever changed, and a case that continues to unfold inside a courtroom and in the public eye. The truth is still being determined. If you're drawn to the truth behind the headlines, you're in the right place. This is CSV Crime Story Vault. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new case. If this story moved you, disturbed you, or made you think, hit like and leave a comment below. And for exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes content, and more real crime stories, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, our Crime Story Vault 25. Until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and keep the vault open.